Klipsch RP-8060FA II Speakers Review. Real Atmos results without ceiling installation.
Have you ever sat through an entire movie wondering why the overhead helicopter scenes sounded like they were coming from your floor speakers instead of actually above you? Last month, I watched someone spend an entire weekend researching ceiling speakers, only to realize cutting holes in their apartment ceiling meant losing their security deposit entirely. That crushing disappointment is real. You want genuine Dolby Atmos immersion without turning your living room into a construction site. The cinematic experience feels incomplete when height channels are missing. Sound familiar? That missing dimension affects every movie night in ways that quietly build frustration over time. You invested in a quality receiver and subscribed to streaming services advertising Atmos content, but the overhead rain effects land flat at ear level instead of cascading from above where they belong. Action sequences lose their three-dimensional impact when helicopters, passing aircraft, and atmospheric effects collapse into the same horizontal plane as dialogue. You researched ceiling speaker installation, and the quotes came back anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 for professional work, assuming your ceiling construction even allows it. Renters face immediate rejection from landlords. Homeowners worry about resale value and structural modifications. The pressure mounts when you realize enjoying modern immersive audio formats apparently requires either expensive contractors or abandoning the height experience entirely. You tried those cheap add-on Atmos modules sitting on top of regular speakers, but the effect felt unconvincing and thin. There must be a legitimate path to overhead sound without demolition permits. Then everything changed when I discovered the Klipsch RP-8060FA II dual floor standing speakers. Don't just pick any tower speaker with up-firing drivers. Make sure it has genuine Tractrix horn-loaded tweeters and dedicated ceramo-metallic woofers in the elevation module so you never experience that disappointing thin overhead effect again. These speakers integrate a complete 6.5-inch two-way Dolby Atmos system directly into the top of each cabinet with its own independent binding posts and amplifier channel. The up-firing design bounces sound off your ceiling, creating convincing height effects without a single ceiling modification. Dual 8-inch ceramo-metallic woofers in the main section deliver bass reaching down to 32 Hz with authority that reduces subwoofer dependency. The 1-inch titanium LTS tweeter loaded into Klipsch's signature 90-degree Tractrix horn throws detailed highs across wide listening areas with 98 decibel sensitivity, meaning even modest receivers drive them to reference levels effortlessly. And here's what surprised me most. One home theater enthusiast running late for movie night connected these speakers, calibrated his receiver in 12 minutes, and experienced overhead rain effects so convincing he instinctively looked up at his ceiling thinking something was leaking. The magnetic grills attached tool-free, revealing those iconic copper drivers that immediately announced serious engineering underneath. Real performance validation comes from consistent experiences across different environments and listeners. A professional home theater reviewer testing these speakers measured usable bass output below 35 Hz, with the Tractrix port remaining completely silent, even at reference volumes, eliminating the chuffing noise plaguing lesser designs. One AV technology influencer mentioned how the integrated Atmos module delivered overhead effects reaching approximately 75 to 80% of dedicated ceiling speaker precision in his room, calling it remarkably effective for ceiling-free installations. Industry installation specialists consistently recommend these towers specifically for retrofit situations where ceiling work is impractical or impossible. Actual owners report running 5.1.2 Atmos systems using just these front towers for height channels, achieving immersive experiences that convince guests the room has ceiling speakers installed. The 98 decibel sensitivity rating is not marketing exaggeration. These speakers genuinely play louder with less amplifier effort than competitors requiring twice the power. What movie scene would you test first with genuine overhead sound? Choosing speakers that deliver legitimate Dolby Atmos height effects without requiring ceiling modifications transforms your entire home theater experience from flat to genuinely immersive. Join thousands of enthusiasts already experiencing overhead sound using the Klipsch RP-8060FA II dual floor standing speakers in rooms where ceiling installation was never an option. The combination of integrated elevation channels, dual 8-inch bass drivers, and legendary Tractrix horn clarity creates transformation you hear immediately. I've dropped my link in the description and pinned it. Just click and see for yourself. Your ceiling stays intact while your movies finally sound complete.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.